All right, welcome in on this Saturday, isn't that right, Will?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, and we are at Zion Christian Academy, the middle school softball tournament, getting ready for a game between Summertown Lady Eagles and Zion Christian. Are they Eagles as well? Yeah, they
They
are.
are.
This will be the first time they've met this year. We haven't been able to do a game in a little while,
Yeah,
so
since the Colioca game, I guess.
yeah.
for us.
So kind of excited to be here. Will's got us set up. We're set up top. Summertown did play this morning. They beat Richland 12-0. First pitch from Carden Putman is going to be ball low. Scout is catching. Carden is again pitching. She's the lefty. Up to bat for Zion. Let me get a number there. Pitch is on the way. That's going to be low as well. 2-0 count. So this morning they played pool play. Yesterday was pool play as well. A late afternoon game, and then this morning Summertown beat Richland 12-0 in pool play, so that seeded them in the brackets. We've got a hit to right field. Looks like it's going to go foul, and it does. Nice job for Will to get us over there. We're actually sitting in the baseball press box looking at the softball field. So
there we are right there.
Yep. We'll need the cameras a lot today, so Will's going to be covering a lot of ground for us. So 2-1 count. Pitch is on the way from Putman. And she's going to get her cutting at a foul ball there. That'll be 2-2.
So you said last year y'all came to this tournament, you froze to death and it rained.
Yeah, they finally called it. I think they didn't call it. We went all the way. It was pouring down rain, and it was, freezing cold. I was in the pod, and there was Carly's kids were in one of her pods too. Ball hit the center field on a nice line drive, but it's going to be caught. I think that's Taylor Smith out there in center, I believe.
Yeah, nice catch.
That was a well-hit ball, yeah, but it just went right at her. So looking early, Zion's putting the bat on the ball. She fouled that one off twice. We'll see what we got here.
Bailey White.
Pitch on the way. Would have been a strike, so good cut at the ball. It's going to be fouled off. Strike one.
Woke up this morning, didn't even realize you guys were playing. And I saw it somewhere, so I texted your wife and said, "Are y'all playing right now? Y'all have a game tonight? Well, let's just do this one tonight."
Yeah, that's good. It's good pick up a couple extra. I know the high school finished second, I believe, down at the beach, didn't they? Nice change up there from Putman.
Yeah, I was real proud of them. They went down there and
against a 7A team, I think they finished second, but the champions were 7A, I believe.
Yeah, Daphne, Alabama. So they ran into the finals.
0-2 pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt low. Trying to get her to chase a little bit. That was a nasty changeup, the pitch before that. I'll go around the infield and outfield here in just a second so everybody knows where everybody is.
And ask for time.
And we're going to step out. Putman's taking a little bit to get the sign there. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way.
Change up.
Got her swinging on the changeup. Carden does throw a curve, and she does throw a nasty changeup, especially when it's hitting. And she's got a fastball, of course. I don't think she throws a mid-speed. Sometimes it almost looks like a two-seam fastball at times. I don't think she does. I think she's strictly four-seam. I need to ask her. But it'd be nice as a lefty if you can throw a two-seam. It's a nasty pitch.
It's going to be low. And just to eliminate the confusion here, we are at Zion. Zion's wearing their white jerseys and everything, but we are the home team because in this particular tournament, we are the higher seed.
We did come into the bracket play as a 1 seed. Pitch is high, 2-0 count. So falling behind here early in this count. There are 2 outs. Ball high. Mason can't hold on to it. Goes right off the top of her glove.
It's 3-0.
That's going to be important when you get base runners on. It's going to be really important to squeeze the ball there. Great view of the field there. Yeah. 3-0 count. Pitch, strike. Yeah. That'll be 3-1. Nice pitch there by Carden to find the zone. Batter was taken all the way for sure. And this is Hughes up to bat still, I believe. Pitch on the way. 2. Full count now.
Nice
2
placement
outs, full
there.
count. No runners on for Hughes. Doesn't look like she wants to get the bat off her shoulders here.
Let's see if
That's a nice pitch. That
Yeah.
almost looked like her curve, so her hand will go to her pocket there. And that ball is going to be hit in the air.
that's drop.
And that's going to get down in between center and left. They'll get it in to the shortstop on the cut, and that's a stand-up double for Willa Hughes. Nice hit there by Hughes.
Well, maybe walking her wouldn't have been the worst thing.
Yeah. That was a nice shot. I feel like it dropped right between them, but main thing as an outfielder, you don't run with your glove up or out. You got to run there and then get it up. So
Charlie Cheek, the pitcher.
I don't know if we would have had a chance at it or not. Runner on second. Pitch on the way. Nice looking pitch. Not a bad miss. He's going to call that inside on the righty. Definitely a tough pitch to hit for a righty as that curve coming in on him. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Runner on second.
That's in there.
Got her swinging on 1. Tried to check up. I think she went. I think he called it a strike either way. Pass ball here is dangerous. Gets a runner at third. Runner in scoring position now, depending on where it's hit. 2 outs. Just need to go to 1 here. Let your defense work for you. That's going to be fouled off. Zion looking good with the bat so far. Definitely not afraid to swing at pitches. Carden, a pitcher that gets better as she goes, faster as she goes, and location-wise. They get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, ready to go. Pitch on the way. Inside. She's trying to work that inside there and just not getting it. You got to look early, too, and see if the umpires call it where it lands or call it where it passes. A lot of times they see where it lands.
That's in there.
Got her. Yep. So, quick work. They did give up a hit and a base runner, but Carden has 2 strikeouts, I believe. That's right. Yep. 2 strikeouts. They had a pop fly, so we'll see what we do with the bats right after this. You're listening to Summertown Middle School Basketball on the X Sports Network.
Or softball.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
All right, back in for the bottom of the first. We are at Zion. If you're just joining us, Carden had 2 strikeouts, and we got another one on a pop fly line drive to center field. And Carden will step in as the first batter for Summertown. Pitch on the way is ball high. So much of this game, especially at this level, is pitching and catching. I know it's not very fun for everybody else a lot of times, but if you want to be an elite team, you got to have a good pitcher. Good movement on the ball there. Not extremely fast yet, but she does have a lot of movement on her ball there. They're going to call that a ball as well, so 2-0 count to Putman. And the pitcher is Charlie Cheek. Pitch high, bounces off the umpire. I know he closed his eyes on that one. That'll be a strike on Carden. 2-1 count. Try to see who the catcher is at 20. Yeah, 20. That's Bailey White. Okay. Putman definitely has speed. Got a good bat. Ball high, 3-1 count. Cheek struggling a little early to find the zone. Which tends to happen. I don't know when Zion played. Did they just play a minute? I guess they just played right before this, didn't they?
No, they were warming up.
Okay, because I saw Richland walk out. I guess that's who.
I don't think I'm unmuted.
Oh, you're not. You're not,
There we go.
Will. Sorry. Sorry. I was just going to keep you quiet. Sorry, I thought I hit it.
So we got a full count now?
Yep.
I think.
Yep. That was a little drop. Looks like she might throw a little bit of a drop ball. I can't really see her hand as much. Putman's going to swing at that one. And
The
foul.
game before us, it looks like Lincoln County took on Richland, and I believe Lincoln County won that one.
Okay. I saw Richland walking out, so I figured they were done. This is a one-and-done tournament, so if you lose, you're out. You did get 2 pool games as part of the tournament. So you win, you keep playing. You lose, you go home.
That's
ball 4 to
ball
Putman.
4. Let's see where that was.
And that puts speed on the bag for Eliana coming up.
Let's see where this pitch
She's
was.
yeah, I thought it was a
Yeah,
it
down and
was
away.
outside. Eliana, she slaps. She does do kind of a slap bunt looking type of swing as well. I like to see her drag bunt. I think if she drag bunt, she'd get a lot of runs, especially right down the first baseline. They typically want to fake bunt here and get Carden to second on the first pitch. That's typically the strategy here. That's what you want to see. Looking to slap. They're going to call a strike there on the outside corner, which for a slapper, that is the hardest hit ball for especially middle school. As you get older, you can hit it anywhere because your arms are longer, but coaches in middle school definitely tell them to stay down and away on slappers. I like to see a big hit here from Eliana. Move Carden around. Got to test the catcher here. And it is going to be hit up first. That's a great little slap. Almost beats it out.
Uh-oh.
Putman's going to third.
She
she lifted it up. Yep, she did. She lifted the tag, and Putman got under it.
See, here's the replay.
If she would have just stayed on the ground with it, she would have had her dead to rights.
It's definitely an aggressive
Yeah,
sin
she's
there.
way there early. But
Yeah,
she picks the
she's-
ball up, and then
Right.
Putman goes right under.
If she just done a little better tag there, she was out.
This is this Aisley or no? This is the shortstop. This is.
Yes.
I have to remember her name. I know she's new to us.
Is it number 17?
No, Aisley's
Did I skip it?
17. This should be. Let me see where we're at. This is Smith.
Okay, let me get the.
This is Mariella's and Eliana's cousin, I believe. If I'm not right on that, somebody come tell me. They talked about the play at third there, and they did call it safe. It was definitely safe, as Will and I had the replay looking right at it. So
Yep, that's the right call.
if she would have laid on the ground and kept her glove down, she'd have had her dead to rights because they did beat it with the throw. So Smith up, Putman on third. Nice job by Eliana to move Putman to third. Aggressive run to third, like Will said. Almost got him out, but Putman slides in well.
Called that a strike. I want to have a look at that.
Yeah, that looked low to me and dropped. Ooh.
Maybe where it crossed the plate.
Yeah, it might have been on the knees. That's what I thought. She throws it looks like she throws a drop ball, but her shoulders don't stay very forward. And she looks like she throws several things.
bobbled it.
Bobbled there at first, and she's going to be safe at first. And Putman will score. 1-0 Eagles. Or Summertown Eagles, as they're both Eagles.
Yeah, just
Off the air.
bobbled it
And
just
that was the
enough.
first baseman who came off to make a play on it, bobbled it. Second baseman was there to cover, but they couldn't get there in time. This should be Aisley.
Yeah.
It is. Come on, kid. Hit a big one here. If she gets a hold to one, she definitely has the ability to put it over. And wants it, I'm sure. This pitcher could work well for her. Although high outside or waist outside for Aisley is a killed ball to normally right field. But it seems like Chica's throwing a little bit of junk here, which is impressive for a middle schooler. That's going to be a little bit of a drop down low. Aisley's going to get the bat on it, and she'll be standing up for a single. Nice hit there by Aisley.
Very nice.
So now we have 2 runners on, first and second. And we've already scored 1. This should be LD, and it is. LD as well has a big bat. The heart of their lineup has been hitting the ball well lately. Anything in the grass here scores a run for sure, maybe 2. LD, the most patient batter I've ever met at the plate. She will try to go to a full count every time. That's going to be a called strike.
Didn't
and
you tell me she hates sliding?
Yeah, she hates it. She might hate it worse than anything else. She told me she almost left me and to just focus on basketball, and I talked her into staying. She said she'd stay if she didn't have to slide.
Oh, okay.
And I said, that'll work, LD.
Deal. He called that a strike and looked up from here.
And she can definitely do it. You know, it's just a mental block, you know, in your head when you go to slide. I tried to always teach them in sand. That's the best. That or we did slip and slide a lot.
Look at this pitch he just called.
Yeah, that was high.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's way high. The catcher had to stand up on it.
Precious.
So they're going to call 0-2 count, 1 out. And that is hit. Looks foul, and it is. Nice hustle there by first baseman over there for Zion to try to run that one down.
You know these people right here?
Yeah, I claim them. I do. This is a shock for us because we just came back from a cruise, so where it was hot. Now it's cold. Everybody's wearing hoodies. Ball outside. So now we've got a 1-2 count. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Base hit does a lot here. You got Taylor Smith on deck. I'd like to see LD put one in the grass here. That one's going to be hit in the air. Got down, it looked like. So it must have been a line drive there. And that'll move base runners around. So now we've got a full bases loaded. He did hold her at third because it wasn't a very deep ball. But good job by LD to get the bat on the ball and get base runners. So bases loaded for Summertown. Taylor Smith up to bat. 1 out. Pull a little squeeze bun off right here. Might not be a bad idea. Let's see what Taylor does with it. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher there. Very nice job by White. Taylor pitched the game this morning, and like we said, they beat Richland 12-0 this morning. Yesterday they played Lincoln County, and they won 2-1, I believe, is what I've heard. Pitch on the way. She gets a bat on it. Dead ball. So 1-1 count for Taylor. If we can get our hips moving early here, line drive the ball somewhere. Hands back, hips go first. Let's go.
So if a win here goes to the championship game?
I think that there's one more. I've got a bracket, but I think
one in between.
Yeah, there's one in between, but
and then the 2 winners meet in the championship.
Yeah. But I think that is there only 4 teams here? I thought there was.
We'll try to pull the bracket.
I guess there'd have to be more than 4 teams if there's an extra game in there somewhere. If not, it'd be a 2-game tournament. Pitch on the way, high.
Well, there was a 2:00 game that started it, and then there was one before us.
Yeah.
And then there's this one and another, and then you have a championship game, I think.
Okay. So Richland was here, Lincoln County, Summertown, Zion.
Wayne County was here.
Yeah, Wayne County was here. They might still be in it. I'm not sure what happened with them. That pitch is going to be called a strike. So full count to Taylor, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Put a bat on it, kiddo. Don't help her any. Cheek delivers.
That's in there.
Yep, called strike.
I can see that from here.
Yep. Anything that close on a third strike, you gotta swing the bat.
Yep, pull the trigger.
Don't give it any opportunity to be called a third strike on you. So
Here
this
it
is this Brian? I think it is.
It did look a little
Is this
inside.
Brielle or no? This is Phoenix maybe.
Hoffman?
Yep. Okay, Brielle. Okay, Phoenix and Brielle are built a lot alike. I can't really hardly tell. So Brielle, she's playing left field, I believe.
Here's the strikeout pitch. Let's see if this is something that you.
Which we're at an angle here, but I'm going to say, yeah, you got to be swinging it. Let's see it. Yeah, you got to be swinging at that.
Probably.
That was a good job by White to frame it in, but he was ringing her up already. Pitch, swing, nothing there. So 1-1 count.
Obviously a big at bat here with 2 outs and bases loaded.
Brielle needs to keep her chin down right here. Don't pull out of it. She kind of yanked on that one a little bit. Hands are back. Looks good. White's going to bring the pitch.
That's in there, isn't it?
No,
Nope,
it's low. She throws a mean drop, it looks like. But her shoulders don't stay as forward as you typically see.
Yeah.
Her hand does. Like, she'll roll her hand forward a lot. But typically you see her shoulders go a little bit forward with it. Yeah, even her fastball has a little bit of a drop on it if she's throwing a fastball. She's definitely not a hello elbow pitcher. Yeah, I want to see. Palm down delivery is the way you should do it, but it's harder to teach.
Catcher's definitely framing.
Oh, yeah, she's pulling as hard as she can. Ball's hit in the air, missed by the right fielder. That'll be an error, and Brielle is rounding second. Looking for a stand-up triple. No, she's going all the way. No, he'll pull her back. Nope, now she'll go. So 3-run score, and Brielle slides in for an in-the-park home run. 4 more by Summertown on the air to right field.
Yeah.
That was definitely a catchable ball. The sun is behind her. Bless her heart, she just missed it. You hate to see that.
I missed the play there, but all right. So 4 scores makes it 5.
In the park home run grand slam.
I tell you that catch. I feel bad. That's a 4-run swing there.
Yep. And before that, I mean, they're 2 outs, sitting on 2 outs. If they get that pop fly, they're going to the dugout, leaving 3 stranded. That's a huge miss there. Pitch 1 is a strike. Beautiful pitch right there from Cheek. This is Phoenix Moore up to bat. Plays second base. I can see her get a
good job, Hoffman, just putting it in place. Something, things happen.
Yep. You got to put a bat on it. You never know what's going to happen. No hit is a given. Nice scoop there by White to avoid it going by her. She doesn't have any runners on. Of course, we just cleared them. But 5-0 your score. Summertown's up over Zion Christian.
You hate it for the pitcher, too. She got the pop-up she wanted.
Yep. And, you catch that. You leave 3 stranded. And what does that do to morale? Like, wow, we just left 3 stranded. And it helps theirs because they're like, okay, we've made it through the hardest part. That's why right field's the hardest position on the field to play by far. We don't teach it to them early enough as kids, and it gets us. Sometimes people think you stick your lesser athletic kids out there, and that should be the opposite because right field is a very hard spot to play.
That's how I know Jake hates playing right field. He's always preferred left. He always feels so out of his comfort zone when he's in right.
And the ball cuts. Yeah, it cuts way different in right field, especially softball because softballs float real high. But even baseball, they even cut harder. That's going to be a ball high, and Moyer's going to take the walk. Cheek's pitch is looking good. She's just a little bit all over the place, which, he might be calling them high inside, and she's hitting close, but that one was a little bit high, I believe.
So our 9-hole hitter will come to the plate.
Yep.
Scout Mason in the first. That's always good when that can happen in the first inning.
Yeah, bat through the lineup. Let's see what Scout does here. If she would swing with her hips. She used to have one of the best swings. She's kind of lost it in recent years. Hope she gets it back. Good swing there. Opened her hips up. That looked good. Man, her mama gave her a pretty good talking to on the way home earlier about how she used to just be up there to hit it. You got to want to hit it. You got to be mad if you get walked. That's what you want as a hitter. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on first is Moyer. Cheek, pitch on the way. And he calls that a strike.
Let's see what that was. It looked a little
Definitely
low from
looked
here.
at low and inside.
Here it is.
Which we're at an angle a little bit, but
Maybe it just over
I don't
the plate.
know. He was ringing it up before she. It looked more inside than low to me, but either way, it didn't look great. So 0-2 to Mason. Need a hit here. Ball in the dirt. Can't find it. Moyer should take second, and she does. Nice job by Phoenix to be on the run there. Nobody behind her now with 2 outs, so if something gets down here on the right side, she can hold up, doesn't have to run into anything silly. 1-2 to Mason. I like this view because I can see their face. I really like that. I can see what they're thinking. Here comes the pitch. Got her swinging. Strike 3 called, but the damage was already done as Summertown takes a 5-0 lead in the first inning. We'll be back for the second inning after this. You're listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenneke Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenneke Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenneke.com.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month, they say it's the best $60 you'll spend on unlimited talk and text. Ask about their monthly and family plans. They'll succeed in meeting your needs at a price you'll love. And no need to go elsewhere for accessories. Already a customer? Their referral program can put even more money in your pocket at LE Wireless, located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Call today and ask about their free phone promotion.
All right, here we go. Putman to start off the second inning, top of the second inning. Summertown leads 5-0. What'd you say her name was, Will?
I had Dylan Dean on my roster.
Dean, and that's going to be fouled off for a 0-1 count. Again, Summertown scored 4 of those 5 on an error to right field. And then we finished the inning with a strikeout there. Now Putman's going to go to work here.
Swing and a miss. Foul tip. We have a really nice baseball field in front of us. It looks they've done a really good job with all their fields.
which Will was talking about before the game. We got a new press box going up over at the high school field there for the boys. That's great. That ball is going to be out. You don't even have to throw it, kid. She was out.
Did she catch it there?
Yeah. I have a clip that I should play with these girls. I'll try to get it to you. Maybe we can stick it up on there. It's a softball clip. I call it the worst call ever made in history of softball, but
I think it might have hit the ground. She just to
it
be
looked
sure.
like her gut. Yeah, always throw it to make sure, but I think she knew she had it. It looked like from here, well, from over here where we're at, it looked like she scooped under it, but that ball is going to be hit, pop fly to second base or right field. Nice job there. That's Eliane, I believe.
Good job.
Comes in, gets
good
the
communication there.
Yep. Phoenix falls off there. Now, Phoenix should have kept on running and just kept going behind Eliana to back her up in case she dropped it, which a ball hit that high, it would have probably hit and bounced 2 times. But rule of thumb, you always want 2 to 3 behind them. Anything.
Jones.
I believe she's a sister. There's another Jones. Got to keep your front foot in there, kid. 0-1. Or 1, yep. No, they called that a ball. 1-0, sorry. 2 outs in the top of the second. Much better with the front foot there. Good swing with the hips. Just got
to get a high pitch there.
Yeah, she's a little bit over the top, rolling her hands. I'd like to see her tuck it in a little bit and keep her palms up. Back here. Pitch on the way. He's in the dirt. Mason can't hold on to it. Gets a good pop back to her.
So brag a little bit more on our high school team. You know, not only that last day did they make it to the championship game, but they did it without Hannah Jones. She was sick that final day.
Oh, really?
And so that's one of their top pitchers and hitters.
A third baseman too, right?
Yeah.
Putman's going to field that one, throw it over to LD at first, and that'll end the inning, or the top half of the inning for Zion.
Yeah, nice 1-2-3 inning, which is what you love to see after scoring 5 runs.
Yep. So let's see if we can't get our bats going again. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. After this, you're listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go. Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything.
All right, bottom of the second. We're back at the top of the lineup as we did bat all the way through in the first inning. Putman's up to bat. Ball outside is the call, 1-0. Putman is the pitcher. Cheek on the mound in the circle for Zion Christian, who's done a good job, just missed spots here and there. And we have put the bat on the ball, too, which has helped. That's going to be outside.
Any Zion people listening, thank you very much for your hospitality today. Everybody's seemed happy to see us here and gave us this nice private room up here in the press box to call from. Very hospitable.
Yeah, it was awesome of them to let us come up here on short notice because we just reached out right before the game pretty much and said, hey, can we set up? And they were very happy to let us do so. So,
all right, so Putman attempts to bunt her way on.
And she's going to be thrown out at first. Yeah. Nice try on the bunt. She did exactly what she's supposed to do, get it down towards third. Just didn't.
Third base made a good play.
Yeah, made a good play on the ball and threw her out there. So up to bat is Eliana now. She's a slapper. Looks at it. Outside low, 1-0 count. I think their whole bunch, their girls, I think they all play. All of them very good athletes. Mariella, of course, a pitcher for the high school. Ball's hit back. Cheek makes a good play on it, and she's going to throw her out at first. Nice job there by Cheek to pick up the ball. Good bat on the ball. Just missed her gap a little bit there. Get her feet a little bit faster out in front of her bat head. Get it towards shortstop.
So Emmeline Smith now.
She plays shortstop. I think she got on with a walk before this one, I believe. Her third at bat. Or first at bat, sorry.
Might have reached on an error.
Yeah, that could be the case, too. She was on base. I do know that. Ball in the dirt from Cheek. I wonder if the ladies – no, that ain't – I was wondering where the pitcher's mom is. You can normally find them pretty easy in the crowd. 1-0 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch on the way. And that's a nice pitch, nice hit. It's going to get by the first baseman. No error there as that hit a gap. But great effort by the first baseman. Good solid hit there for Summertown.
It is.
Yep, good. Stayed back on it. Moved her feet just a little bit. And here comes Aisley. Aisley got on a line drive up the middle first time. Like to see her get a hold of one. I got to see the video of her first one, but I wasn't there, her first home run. I'd have give $100 to be there for sure. Ball low.
Throw to first.
About got her. Now, I know in 99% of softball, I'm not sure about middle school rules, but the player has to call their own time. I don't think a coach can call time for them on first. I actually think it's a charged timeout if they do call one, but I think the player has to call their own timeout. When diving back to the bag or sliding into the bag, I think they have to call it. I've seen twice where coaches have called it for them, and I don't think that's supposed to be the case. So 2-0 count. Yep, 2-0 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Aisley's up to bat still. Pitch on the way. Ball high. Swing the bat.
Yeah, that was high.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't want her to walk.
Yeah.
3-0. I want to see her hit. And she can hit a high ball pretty well. I'd like to see one on the outside right here to her. She's got green light, I'm sure, on the 3-0.
It's going to be high. Yeah, that's really not one you.
Yeah, can't do nothing with that one. So Aisley will make it to first on a walk. LD steps into the box. She got a good hit earlier as Summertown leads 5-0. These three were on the bag, I believe, when – no, Taylor would have been on the bag too, I believe. So pitch to LD. Coming. It's a hard job back there as catcher with these type of pitches. Everything's going to fall low, and a lot of them's going to bounce. That's a great stop there again by White as I'm talking about her. Ball in the dirt, played the hop. Because, I mean, this pitcher throws the drop or what looks like to be a drop and hits dirt. I mean, that's what she's supposed to do, so. That's going to be a called strike. Nice pitch there by Cheek.
Well, Guthrie, I've not been with you, this team, since late February, early March. Since the Colioca game, the first game. Is Forrest been the only loss?
That is, yes. That's our only loss so far. Mm-hmm. And
it's going to be the pitcher
bobbled by the pitcher, and that should be safe at first. And that is a safe. So LD will run it out.
Talk about a bang bang play. Watch this.
I want to see how close it was to her on the right there. Boom. Oh, yeah, that's definitely an error by the pitcher.
Good job.
I thought maybe she wouldn't
get it. I'll tell you what, they may have gotten her here.
That was close. Yeah, let's watch it again. I wasn't really looking at the timing of it, which Jody did a good job over Coach Putman over there at first to throw up the hands. That's her job.
Of course, again, third baseman, right place, right time.
Oh, yeah, and she's dead.
I think they got her.
She's out.
Yeah.
He might have saw it as a tie. Of course, he's over by third base. Pitch there is going to be inside to Taylor. Ball one. Bases loaded again for Summertown. See what they do with it. Got 2 outs. same as last time. So let's see what happens here. Taylor's bat looks really, really long. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be hit. Looks like it's foul. Keep your back foot down, kid. Swing off your back foot to the front. That must have went just right by Coach Putman there, I'm guessing. Bases loaded, 1-1 count, 2 outs. Summertown leads 5-0 in the second. Bottom of the second right now. Pitch on the way. Ball's going to be fouled back. Good pitch there by Cheek. She's definitely got some spin on the ball.
So I think Coach Berry went to Gulf Shores with the team.
Oh, did he? Okay.
As an assistant coach, yeah.
Here comes the 2-1 or 1-2 pitch. She's going to hit it foul. You got a replay of that, Will? I want to see her.
Of the pitch?
Yeah, the hit right there. I want to see her feet right there when she hits it. I think her back foot's. Yep. See where her back foot's kicking out? She's done that twice, and that's why she wants to tend to go right. So right as she swings, her back foot's kicking out to the back of the box, which should be driving towards the pitcher.
Swing and a miss.
She fixes that, and her swing will be right about where it needs to be.
This time we do leave the bases loaded.
Strikeout called there, and for Cheek, I think that's only her second strikeout, I believe, of the game. So not bad for Summertown to be putting bats on the ball. So 5-0's your score. Summertown leads Zion. We'll be back for the third inning after this. You're listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
All right, as we come in, start the third here. Putman in the circle still, 5-0. Summertown leads. Pitch on the way, low. Mason's got to drop to her knees right there.
Tell what number this is. I think I got the wrong name up there. Is it
21.
21. So I need to have. Yep, Lusk.
Okay. So they are at the. Oh, no, that's us. Sorry, they're at the number 8 batter. So Lusk is number 8 batter. She fouls that one off, so it'll be a
1-1.
1-1 count. See what she does with it here. She does play third base, and she's had a heck of a game over at third. She's made several plays. To her credit, she did. That wasn't out at first with LD. We did get the call as a safe, but to Lusk's credit, she did throw her out. There's no doubt about it. I guess that's why we don't have replay in middle school softball.
Right.
Pitch on the way, strike one. Strike
two.
maybe two. See it, two. That was a nice pitch there by Putman. I like to see her just, I think if she goes at her right here, right down the middle, fastball, I think she can win the battle here, and she does.
Got her.
And Scout's still worrying about the around the horn. They ain't figured that out yet. On a strikeout, where to go with it. Scout should pop up and throw it to third.
Here's the strikeout pitch. Nice.
Yeah, I really like this view, Will. This would be good for Scout as a catcher, too, to watch.
Yeah.
To see how she does it. That was a good squeeze and a strike called there. This should be Bella Walker.
Yeah, I got
Oh, no, sorry, this is 13. So this should be
Meyer.
She is the center fielder. Pitch got her swinging.
Yeah, got
in
her
the
to
dirt.
chase
Nice
there.
pitch there. Now throw your change up here. Should be 0-2 count. Is that right?
This is 0-1 on the board.
Okay. 1 out. No runners on. Here comes the pitch. That should be 2. Very good pitch by Putman there to put it right on the corner. That was strike 3 called, so that'll
so
be.
it was strike
I thought
3.
it was. I was starting to question my sanity there for a second. So we should be to the top, and we are. That's Bella Walker, the shortstop, up to bat, as Putman is going through them now, as they just now make it through. Nice hit there. That's going to be over foul towards third base coach there. So 0-1, nice pitch. She almost check swinged that a little bit. Oh, 1, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Ball low. Nice block there by Mason. I will give her credit as to not be a catcher. She's done pretty well learning it.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way.
I can't. You said something about right field being the most difficult position to play, but catcher very well may be.
Yeah, catcher's not the funnest, I can tell you. It's the hardest. That and pitcher are the hardest work. Everybody goes to practice. That's the minimum. But catcher and pitcher require the most additional work, I guess, or time on your own.
Yeah.
If you want to be one of those two spots, you've got to put a little bit of extra time in. I'm sure Carden can attest to that. I'm sure she throws pitches every day, no matter what, even if it's just a few minutes. Which one of the best pitchers was fast pitch pitchers was a guy for a men's league, and he said you don't have to throw 100 pitches every day. He said just 15 minutes a day. Do something for 15 minutes every day. I hope Aisley's not playing defense like that. I will eat her lunch up.
Full count, 2 outs coming here.
Here we go. Full count, 2 outs, 5-0 score. Pitch.
Got it.
Got it. That was dead on the money. So Putman wins the battle there again at the end to end the inning with a strike called. They will be up to bat again. We'll see what we do at the bottom of the third. Right after this, you're listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right. Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who's up to bat here. This is Brielle, I believe, who already has a home run for the game inside the Park Grand Slam. On the air, ball high from Cheek. One 0 count. So Summertown looking really good on both sides of the diamond here. Good defense so far, which I don't think they've had to I think the ball hit to Taylor in center field. Is that the only? And a couple balls hit to Carden.
Maybe.
And Aisley had that line drive. So only three batted balls, I think, that we've had to make a play on. Brielle looks at it a little bit high. Definitely a pitch you want to swing at. Up in the air, it's going to drop in front of the right fielder. That'll be a base hit for Brielle.
Couldn't place that any better. So she's hit a couple to right field now.
Yep. I think she's found her target there. That was a good swing, too. Good hips. Good bat motion there.
Phoenix up now.
Yep. Phoenix plays second base. See what she does here. Maybe a big hit here.
She's played all three sports this year.
Yep. Ball low. That should get Brielle to second. And it does. Nice job by Hoffman there to get to second. Now the double play is out of range. There's no outs. So here comes the 1-0 pitch.
1-0.
And that's going to be a called strike. Little low. Phoenix is tall, so I know she wants something a little bit more up towards the waist for sure. It looked a little low. It probably crossed her knees, but probably wasn't the best pitch for her to swing at. So I think she wanted to see a strike anyway. She nodded her head once she saw it. She knew it was a strike. So she's going to square the bunt. She lays it down.
We foul.
Nice bunt. Really nice bunt, but it's going to go foul. Nice bunt. Just get it straightened out a little bit there. She squared up really quick, too. That's good speed on the bunt. That would have moved Brielle to third more than likely because the third baseman did charge, and I didn't see if Short went or not. But so here comes the pitch.
I've got 1-2.
Yeah, I've got 1-2 as well. I know there was one ball because she went. And that'll be a strike 3 on Moyer.
Yep.
And here comes Scout. We don't need to leave runners on base, that's for sure. That's a big no-no here. These games are 90 minutes long, I believe. So if they're through the innings or not, it will end at 8 o'clock, and it will be finished the inning, I'm sure.
Is it not 90 minutes?
Yeah, is that what I said? Or did I say
yeah, you said 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Right. Yeah, it started at 6:30, so it's not a drop dead, but they will end it at 8, finish the inning. And they'll probably call the inning in 10 minutes early, too. So they'll just finish out the inning there. Winner does go on to play another one tonight. I think there'll be a game in between and then strike. Pitch. That's very high. Looked high to me. 1-1. But she also is squatted.
It is.
Yeah, that's high. Yeah, that's high. He likes them high, though.
You would tell her to not swing at that.
Yeah, that's the third or fourth one that he's called high. Mm-hmm. So he likes them up there. Hit. Bobbled by the shortstop. So Scout's going to get on a error at shortstop.
Let's put the ball
They're going to get a courtesy. Scout really wants to run.
She wanted to run?
Yeah. But I think it's a timing thing that they want to do here to get Scout where she can put her equipment on.
Yeah,
but she does want to run, and Scout is a tremendous base runner.
Here's a replay.
She might not be the fastest, but she's a very smart base runner.
Just had enough oomph on the hit to
nice
give
job
the
there, too, by Brielle. I don't know if she intentionally did that, but she would have had the call. Had it been called, she could have been picked off for a double, or because it was dropped, it was smart of her to get back on the base so she didn't get tagged. So heads-up play there. This should be Carden, and she's going to get a hit. She's going to chip it up, flop shot to third.
Oh, Scout.
They're going to chunk one back to first,
Scout,
and they're going to call her out, I think.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Yeah, she was out.
Well, I said Scout, but it's the pinch runner.
Yep. Yeah, she was out.
That's the right call.
Yeah, she's way off the bag there. Tries to get back. She's out. Yep. No, you don't have to tag, sister. Just touch the bag. Yep, that's the right call.
So we'll leave 2.
So, left 2 on, and not a very good base running in right there. That's a big mistake you don't want to have later on. So maybe
that's tough coming in as a pinch runner and making a base running blunder.
That's your job right there. But they'll coach her up, I'm sure. Yep. She'll be good to go. So we'll be back for the 4th inning after this. You're listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll
All right, so start of the top of the fourth here. Summertown holding on to that 5-0 lead that they picked up in the first inning. We haven't been able to get runs across the home plate since, but we've left them stranded, that's for sure. We left bases loaded the inning before last, and then last inning we left 2 on to end the inning. So that's something we have to address. That's 6 runs. You can't leave all those on for sure. Pitch is going to be inside. He's not giving her that pitch. We might want to look away from it. He does like a high pitch. Might look at that option, but he doesn't. He's gave her the few inside pitches, but not that cut like that. So, 1-1. Should be 1-1. I don't know.
Now 2-1.
And that's going to be a ball. Scout's got a drop right there. She's pulling her head.
Bailey White, if that's number 27.
There's the Parsons there on the screen.
Yeah.
Good group of folks there.
Wow,
what was that call?
Well, so that high pitch,
yeah.
he's given to them earlier.
Yeah, and hers is going to be a little bit more off-speed, Cheeks is, opposed to Carton. I don't know what's wrong with that. That's actually not even high. That's all over it. And that's going to be a ball 4.
All righty then.
And is that the first base runner?
Brings up Willow
No,
Hughes.
they did have a base runner earlier, didn't they?
Yeah, they've had a
couple of
they've had a hit.
Yeah. They should be at what, the 3rd or 4th batter?
Willow Hughes,
I think. Let's see. Pitch on the way. Got her chopping. Scout cleans that one up. Jumped up to throw it. So Willow Hughes, she's the 3rd batter. So she must have a pretty good bat. And Cheek is on deck, the pitcher. Putman's pitch. 0-1 pitch. 0-1 count. No outs. And Mason misses it, and that should get them to second. And they do. Go in front of the bag there, sister. Over there. Scout's trying to trap the ball. I don't know what she's doing there. Drop, block. Drop, block. Don't try to put your glove over the top of the ball. Putman's pitch. On the way. Mason misses that one. Runner's going. She gets it to her. And that should be a safe call, and it is. Very good play at third, but I believe she was safe.
Here it is.
Mason just missed that. She's got to run after the ball.
Well, the runner had a late start, too. His spot was still close.
Look.
She's in there.
No, she missed it. Yep. I thought she did. You were looking right at it at the play, so she lifted her foot right over it. Mason's got to stop the ball there. I mean, there's no reason for that. That's a strike pitch nearly. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at third now, threatening to score for Zion. Pitch on the way from Putman.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-1 count.
Did he call a strike there?
No, he called that
low.
Low, yeah, it was.
I don't know if he's even vocally saying anything as far as calling it out. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like the one that Moyer got called a third strike on earlier.
Swing and a miss there.
So fault back here is full count. As Cardin's been in several full counts tonight. And she's been pretty good about winning the battle. Let's see if she can do it here. Pitch on the way.
Up.
That's got to be a strike. Where was the miss there?
And here's the.
So Scout asked him where she missed, but that.
Well, that's fine, except he's been calling those high pitches strikes when the other team's up there. Like that. No joke. It was high.
Yeah, that one was high. It was higher than the letters, but that was the same exact pitch Scout got called a strike on. Pitch on the way.
That's high too.
Yep. That'd be ball one. And I think he's called 3 or 4 high ones, and I'm fine with that. I mean, as long as they're strikes, but be consistent. Finish it out both sides. Don't just call it one side. Oh, now they're trying to go a little high, or Cardin's lifting a little bit.
Have a
2-0.
timeout.
Runner on first and third.
Try to bear down and minimize the damage here this inning.
Because there's no outs. 2-0 pitch. And she's going to, if she didn't hit her, it's real close, and they're going to.
It bounced off like it hit her, but,
I know
but nobody, clearly
no
we can't
signal,
see from up here.
I thought it hit the. Woo, boy, it's close. Scout's got to get over there to it. I'm going to get up so I can see you a little bit right now because we got a little bit of action here.
That's a strike.
He's going to call that one a strike.
Even though Scout dropped it.
3-1. Squeeze the ball, kid. Putman's trying to fight back here. 3-1 count. No outs. The runner did advance to second. Pitch, 2 strikes. So she's fighting hard here. Full count now.
Got to have this one.
You need to avoid giving up easy runs, and if either one of these score, that's going to be. That makes it a 5-2 game if there's a hit here. Pitch.
Outside.
Ball outside, not by much, but did miss a little bit.
Yep.
So bases are loaded for Zion, no out, and Coach Berry will go on to the field for a timeout.
Yeah, that's definitely outside.
So, as bad as I hate to say it, but I will, congratulations to the Loretta High School boys for winning the state tournament.
Yes, undefeated season.
That's not easy in any level of any high school or division or anything.
Someone told me earlier that a public school has never done that in 2A.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That 2008 it was done, but it was a private school. And so they, I remember thinking, Perry County.
That's what I was thinking with Kurt Hastings.
Perry County they went 35-0, and won the thing. But, that was single A back then.
Yep.
They were playing a lot of Cliftons and Collinwoods, and it was still impressive. But, Loretta beat some good teams there in the state tournament.
Yeah, there were some tough games up there. And they've been stacked all year. They were primed to make a run. Everybody felt like they would. I didn't know if there was a team that could beat them, but they definitely met their match. And, they trailed the game before that by several points till halftime and then came back right before halftime to take the lead. So Putman does throw a strike there. Bases are loaded for Zion.
Is this Dean, I guess. I got the name wrong. But
yeah, where is Cheek? Did Cheek bat? That's going to be 2 strikes.
This is number 8. So, yeah, this is Dylan Dean. So, Cheek walked before him.
Okay. I knew she was coming because Cheek's the 4th batter. This is the 5th hole. And Putman's going to take advantage of the timeout by her dad to go get a strikeout and stop messing around with him. That's what my advice would have been. Let's throw strikes. And
they get Barry to come do the mound visits for us.
That's what you want, especially after, I feel like we're throwing a little bit of crazy pitches here. When you get down a batter, let's go throw strikes. Cardin's more than capable of throwing a good fastball strike, and I don't know that you go away from that until they start hitting it. Let's throw what we know here. Right down the gunner, go head to head with them. I haven't seen the changeup since the first inning either. Pitch, strike. So Putman getting the rhythm here. 1-1 count.
So it was 1-1.
Yeah, I think he called the first one a ball. Bases are loaded. We got one out now. So Summertown still leading 5-0 over Zion Christian. Putman's pitch on the way. Strike. Oh, you were right, Will. It was 0-2. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's
they had it wrong on the board, and I thought the first one, which he does, he's not a very elaborate umpire either. He doesn't really show it. So back-to-back strikeouts for Putman. Somebody lit a fire under. This should be your 6-hole batter.
Harper Jones.
I believe she's got a sister on the team. That ball is going to bounce off
the runner.
Mason
wasn't even looking.
And not even going. Wow. How are you not running there?
She had her back turned. And maybe the coach said
yeah,
no.
I'm guessing he didn't because a minute ago there was a pass ball from home too. Scout doesn't need to get lazy though. Let's run after it. Pitch on the way.
Swung at a high
and
one.
got her to swing at it.
Yeah, chased it.
Nice job by Putman and pull a strike right there. Got one back. 1-1 count, 2 outs. She's looking a little bit more focused right now. A little determination to try to go get some outs here. Pop fly up, and it's going to get down.
1 run score.
Oh, we got to have that ball, or we got to at least stop the ball there. Thrown in.
3-run score.
And they're going to fire it to LD's going to cut that off after bases are cleared for 3 runs. Zion Christian 3, Summertown 5. After a nice hit there.
It sure was.
Yeah, if you can't get to that, you've got to go to where the ball's going, though. We missed it, which is something. That's fine. But then we let it roll all the way to the fence there on us.
So it makes it 5-3.
A ball should never make it to the fence on the ground. One of you go up, one of you go back. So Zion on the board in a big way here in the top of the 4th. With the tying score is still on third base. The young lady who hit the ball there. So you got a runner on that could get you to 5-4. Strike called there. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Good for her. That was a great hit. Clearing out the bases. Ball low outside from Putman. That's going to be 2-1.
Bases let her no out, and then she struck out too. She was she would come so close to fighting her way out of it, but they got the big hit.
It was a strike that the girl hit. I mean, she threw her pitch. Your defense got to back you up there. Mason tries to pull that one up in the zone to no avail, so 3-1 count. 2 outs. I think she's probably going to be taken here. Oh, nope. Fouled it off. So back to a full count as Cardin's seen several of these tonight. Which as a pitcher is not what you want. You want to stay ahead the whole time, and a 3-2 means the batter's wearing your arm down too. That's a perfect strike, and we'll get a out there at second by Moyer.
All right, so add some more runs.
But Zion has done the damage with scoring 3 there in the top of the 4th. So we'll see what we can do in the bottom. Oh, are they lining up? That is. So it must be 60 minutes, Will. So that's going to be the end of it, folks. So
60 minutes does not seem like a.
I guess because there's 2 more games tonight. Summertown will play again as they've won, so they will go advance. Zion will go home. They are home, but they will be done for the night. So Zion's very impressive to me. Good pitching, great catching. That little catcher was a great catcher.
I'll say Summertown was saved by the bell there.
Yep, yeah. I think Zion was definitely pushing to make a run there.
So it looks like Lincoln County is about to take the field.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're playing Wayne County. Would that be right?
Well, I was going to go try to look at the other team coming on the field, but I don't see
them
yet.
Somebody told me back-to-back we would play right after that, so we might play again.
No, I really think there's a game in between based on what I saw earlier. But
I don't know who that means there'd have to be another team. So, but either way, we'll see what's going on, and if there is another one, are you doing another one, Will?
Yeah.
Okay, if there's another one, we'll do another one. He's already set up. Might as well run it out.
Right.
So. But we'll be back. We'll let somebody know, or just keep your eye out for us.
I'm wanting to say it'll be around 9 o'clock that you'll see the next game, 9:15.
Which, if they're doing 60-minute innings, this one should start about. It's probably the 7:45 game. So probably about 9 o'clock they'll be on. So join us then. We'll see who we play after this game. We'll see which one falls in our lap. So you've been listening to Summertown Middle School Softball on the X Sports Network.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.